Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Casino. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining another episode of Price Check. Today we're going over the single card prices of the Japanese set, one of the most highly anticipated of last year, I would think, outside of the celebrations, VMAX Climax. So this one came out early December 2021, so it's been over half a year now. We've been seeing some of the sealed product prices go up as of late. Right now, I know I just checked the prices around on eBay for a sealed box of VMAX Climax is around $65 US. So I think the original retail price was about 50, if I'm not mistaken, or give or take a bit there. So you can see this had plenty of inventory on the Japanese Pokemon Center website for the longest time. And then finally it sold out, and then we've seen sort of prices starting to gradually move up on this set. Finally, I guess. So wanted to go over some of the, I guess you can say, amazing cards in this set. This was highly anticipated. The launch or the re-release of the CSRs, the character super rares. That means that characters with the Pokemon on the cards that were truly sought after in the equivalent of like Cosmic Eclipse, etc. So here we go. Let's kick it off. I've also decided to sort of change it up a bit and include a price prediction. Of course, this is just my own personal opinion on what I think. There is absolutely nothing nothing factual that this is based upon, so take it with a massive grain of salt. But here we go. Number one, we don't have a Pokemon as number one card in this set. What we do have is GLORIA. A waifu card. Japanese waifus always tend to go for a pretty penny here. And this is not an exception. It's at a staggering $160 for this card. So it's pretty up there for GLORIA. Good for her. You go, girl. But that's a pretty expensive one. I think this is already pretty expensive. I think there's other waifu cards that are a bit more attractive in that sense. So I think this will just be a stable. Not move too much in the near term as we continue to get new cards released, new sets released. Lost Abyss, etc. is coming out soon. So yeah, so we got GLORIA in the number one spot. And number two, one fantastic card with the 5 trainers in them. Everyone knows them. There's even the Marnie, which everyone goes crazy over, as well as GLORIA. And this one's $80 from the Galar Friends. And I definitely think this is a great looking card for trainers, not just waifu, but having Marnie in it should have a bit of influence. But it's only going for $80 right now. So I think that's actually not too bad for this one. I could see this one going up in the near term as people realize and get more of this one. There was one a few years ago released as well, the Alolan Friends, that was in a special set, obviously, so a bit harder to get. Promo card that goes for quite a bit. So I think with this one, I would expect it to go up. I might be picking up a few of these just to see how it goes. $80, yeah, not too bad. Number 2 spot. Number 3, another waifu one. We have ACEROLA'S Intuition at $62. Near term, probably stable, I think. Not too much going for it. I think everyone likes the GLORIA a bit more. And surprisingly, the first 3 rounded off are just characters. No Pokemon for those ones. So it's quite interesting in VMAX Climax as of today. How the prices are going. But in number 4 position, we're finally seeing a Pokemon come out here. It's PIKACHU VMAX, the black and gold card. I absolutely love this card. I think it's great. $45 right now, which is pretty affordable, I would say, for this ultra rare card. I would think that just because of the Pikachu influence and Pikachu demand, that this one will go up. That's what I would expect. I picked up a copy of this one previously, so hopefully that is the case for me. But like I said, I never know. I wanted this card as part of my collection anyways, so that's why I picked it up. And glad to see that's 45 right now when I picked it up, so hopefully it might go up a bit. But that's number 4. And to round off our top 5, of course, it's another Pikachu. Pikachu VMAX CSR this time with red in the front, while Pikachu is in his sort of Gigantamax VMAX form here. This one is $43 right now. Absolutely love this card. I got to get my hands on this one. At $43, I think this one will go up. It is a CSR card, so like a character secret rare. So I do think it's going to go up in price over the near short term to midterm. So yeah, that's my prediction over on that one at number 5 spot. Really enjoyed the artwork there. I know it's coming out in English soon, so that one's going to probably be pretty good for English collectors to get a hold on. But for Japanese like me, I'll definitely have to get one of these ones, I think, just because it's classic Pika. Number 6, we got Mew. We got another black and gold card. This one with the tints of red. Mew VMAX, $31. Great looking card. It's an ultra rare here. I do think that it's going to stay around $30 in the near term. But definitely a great one to look at. Maybe in the longer term, might drop down a bit. I know Mew is a bit of a fan favorite, but I'm not sure if the sort of the black and the gold is truly highly in demand. I think maybe some alt arts, etc., like from the Fusion Strike series, would be a bit more interesting for collectors over there. Yeah, but that moves us on to more character super rares here. Ones with fantastic art. I know when everyone saw this, everyone was just wowed. Bring back memories of the old cards with the Pokemon trainer interacting with the Pokemon. At number 7 spot, we got MIMIKYU VMAX, holding in at $30 over here. Umbreon VMAX, very similar at $27 for spots number 7 and 8 on VMAX Climax right now. I do think these ones will go down in the near term for a bit. I do think there's going to be more sort of CSR cards released that everyone will be really enjoying, and so there might be less demand for these ones. I think the people that might have wanted this as part of their collection has already got it. I know that there's probably not as much supply, but I'm guessing that those truly wanted this one already have it in their collection, which is why I think demand might waver a bit like that, and hopefully the prices will go down. Selfishly, you might want to get one of these in Japanese as well. So if it goes down in price more enough, might get one. Who knows? Then we got another fantastic card, one of the evolutions here. In addition to the Umbreon that we just saw, we got SYLVEON VMAX CSR card coming in, ringing in at $26, just like the previous ones. I do think this one might go down a little bit. It is a fantastic looking card, but like I said, people that wanted it in their collection probably have gotten their hands on it. If not, maybe it will. People are just waiting for it to drop, and there might be a bit of a floor in their near term, but who knows? Still holding up pretty well, though, for 26. But rounding up our top 10, we got another waifu card here. Wifey Nessa with the throw in the... What is this one? It's a great ball or one of these balls. Someone let me know which one it is. In action. I think this artwork is fantastic. And obviously it's waifu. It's Nessa. It has a name to it. It's not just some random character within the Pokemon universe. I do expect this one to go up from its current $26. This is definitely one to have if you're a trainer collector. So this is one that I might pick up. I'm not really into trainers, but I might see a good return on this one just so I can reinvest those proceeds or profits into other cards that I might want. So this is one that I am considering at 26 entry. It's not too bad. It won't hurt the wallet too bad, I think. But let's go on next. We have a ton of cards to cover. VMAX Climax was just such a stacked set. But for 11 and 12, we have the same Pokemon, RAYQUAZA VMAX, one of my favorite ones. Two that I definitely got to get my hands on. We got the black and the gold RAYQUAZA VMAX at $21, and then we have the CSR version at $19. I do think these will stay stable. These ones I probably want to pick up if I do have some spare money lying around. These are definitely ones that I'm going to keep on my mind. This is sort of why I wanted to go through VMAX Climax, just to see where the prices are 6 months plus later, if it's worth picking up at this time. And for this price, I do think it is worth it, especially for Japanese cards that are ultra rares or CSRs. After we got some V cards here, we got Pikachu V and we got Umbreon V. Both of them CSRs and both of them fan favorites. Pikachu V, we got ringing at $18. Umbreon V, we got it at $16. And I think these are pretty affordable right now at these current price points. I do expect these ones to go up because They should be fan favorites. At this price point, I do see them as being pretty affordable entry, so that might cause some demand. So let's see. We never know, right? These are just wild guesses from me, but I thought you might find it interesting just to see what my thoughts were as I continue to research into price checks. But afterwards, we got some interesting cards here. It's 2 trainer cards. Of course, we have B and we have Melanie, 2 fan favorite cards as well at $15 a piece. Both of them throwing Ultra Balls. I really love these sort of action shots of the trainers with the Pokeball in actions. At $15 a piece, I do think these are sort of fairly priced right now. I think they'll be stable for now. I think in this set, there's probably other waifu cards like the GLORIA, ACEROLA'S Premonition, etc., that people might want more than these ones. But yeah, that's it for now. I think if these ones were going to move, they would have already moved in that sense. And I think as secret rare cards, they weren't as difficult to pull as maybe some other ones or maybe a sought after. But afterwards, we got some more amazing sort of CSR cards over here. We have MIMIKYU V. I'm missing the V on that one, apologies. And we got Shadow Rider, CALYREX, VMAX, which is a CSR card supposed to be. Both at $13. Amazing artwork. I know some of them have come across to the English sets already, but I think that these ones are really strong cards to have in your collection if you don't. I would love having these ones in Japanese as well, not just English, but of course, money is always the roadblock. But at $13, I think these are stable. Hopefully, I'm wrong and they do go down, so it's easier to pick up when I do have some spare change lying around. But overall, we have our number 19. So this one is a very familiar card for a lot of English collectors, I'm sure. Professor Juniper, it came in a milk carton. In the Japanese set, this was a secret rare as part of VMAX Climax. So quite a gap in between the release times, I would say, a couple of months. But this one is going for $13, which is not too bad. I guess Professor Juniper is not too highly sought after, but a very usable card as well within just playing, right? If you have one of Professor's research card, this is a nice full art to have. Next at 20, we have SYLVEON V, and just to let you know, we're 2/3 of the way through. We're going over 30 cards overall. At SYLVEON V, we have this CSR 231 of 184. This is going for $12. Beautiful card over here, I think, with the trainer. Going at $12, I do believe this will be stable. Not too as high demand as the VMAX card. Next one is Boss's Orders with LYSANDRE. It's going in at $11 right now. I do think this one might go up a bit, just because with more competitive play, etc., that will be coming along. I do think some players might want this one as sort of a bit of a flex for their trainer cards to have Boss's Orders here. So there might be some influence from there. If not, I don't think there'd be much demand. I don't think LYSANDRE is too much of a highly sought after trainer card. So only competitive play would, I think, have a sort of a boost for them. But at 22, one of the meta decks from last year, I would say Shadow Rider, CALYREX, VMAX, Ultra Rare, meaning the gold and the black card. It's at $10 right now, which is absolutely not bad at all for an ultra rare card. Coming at 281 of 184 is one of the final cards in this set to be released as a secret. I do think this is going to be stable. I don't think there's much demand for it in terms of meta decks right now with the Mew decks, with the Arceus decks, etc. I think those ones are sort of the meta right now. So I don't think there's going to be too much demand for it, but likely stay stable at $10. Same goes with Rapid Strike URSHIFU VMAX at number 23. It's also $10 in an ultra rare. I do think this one will be stable. It was a bit of a meta deck. People really enjoyed this one a year ago, but obviously it's been sort of overshadowed by new cards that have come out, like the Mew that I said, the Genesect combination. We have like the Palkia deck. We have various other decks right now, which are in the meta that I think are a bit more powerful and would demand a higher price point. But next off, we got Blaziken VMAX at 24. This is a CSR, and if sort of the Chilling Rain English variant of the VMAX alt art was any reflection of how this would do, I think it'll go up at $10. I think this artwork is super fantastic. It's super fun with the trainer grabbing onto Blaziken VMAX's leg over here. So just because of this amazing artwork, I think people would want it as part of their collection. Just very awesome Blaziken in action. So we'll see how this one trends. It'll be interesting. It's near the end of the demand of what it's highly sought after, just over in double digits at $10. And these other ones that I had here are also at $10, even 10. We got Ice Rider, CALYREX VMAX, the CSR version. And then we also have Zora V at $10. I do think this will be stable, not too much demand for them, like the other demanded cards if it's a CSR, like the Umbreon, like the Pikachus, etc. But there it is. Next off, we have Single Strike URSHIFU VMAX, also at $10. And Eternatus VMAX, also at $10. I think $10 price point is basically sort of the floor that a lot of stores will put for their cards. They expect to have this. Hopefully they'll move that inventory, but if not, they're not going to go under here. So that's what I see. So I can see if these cards sort of start selling or their inventory is low, they could go up. Eternatus VMAX, I remember when this one was leaked, I thought this looked amazing. Evil Eternatus over there, it seems. Just that grim on the trainer. I think that's great. So I think this one might go up, driven by people wanting part of their collection and by decreasing inventory as less and less product is being opened. And basically rounding off the top 30 on the list, another one at 29 that I think the artwork is absolutely fantastic. Duraladon VMAX CSR, running up at $10 as well. Just like the Eternatus VMAX, I think there's going to be demand just because of the artwork. If the inventory goes down, I think this one might have a chance at higher demand just because it's so much more unique, being a CSR. So I think it could go up, driven by decreases in inventory, but we yet to see that. We'll have to see. And at number 30, also at rounded number $10, we got Ice Rider CALYREX VMAX. This is the UR version, actually. That means it's gold, black, and a bit of blue on here. This one was a meta deck back in the day, but obviously not anymore. But I just think because it is an ultra rare, it is demanding that minimum $10 price point over there. Anyhow, this is the overview for VMAX Climax as of August 2022. I'll be doing more price checks. Hopefully you found this information interesting. Again, if you like this kind of stuff, remember to click subscribe, like the video, and thanks so much for tuning in. Until the next one, hope you have fantastic RNG. Bye-bye.